It's Transformation Tuesday, and if you're struggling to keep up with your New Year's resolution, Charles D'Angelo can help. You're looking at a photo of Dr. Jeremy Irvan, a surgeon who reached out to Charles D'Angelo with the goal of losing 50 pounds. Fast forward, and here's a photo of him now, 55 pounds lighter after going through Charles's program. Thanks for joining us, guys. Dr. Irvan, you look great. So tell me, what was it that made you realize it was time to change?
Yeah, I had seen some colleagues of mine go through similar changes, and they had been able to reach their goals through work with with Mr. Charles D'Angelo. And I was at a point in my life where I had wanted to make some similar changes. So I got the contact to Mr. D'Angelo and reached out to him, and here we are today.
Definitely. And, what did you like most about Charles's program?
From day one, I liked the sincerity that he brought, the candor, the honesty, and he really seemed to care about me making the transformation in my life that I wanted to see. And, he was honest with me, and he helped me to get honest with myself. All too often, you can be in a state of denial about where you really are and where you need to get to. And he's not afraid to be honest with you, and that can be difficult. But the accountability that he brought into our meetings and that honesty throughout the process is what I really appreciated.
For sure. I think honesty is what a lot of us need, but we don't get. But you see that gets results when you get honesty. So,
Yeah.
Charles, what do you think is the most important thing in this whole process?
Well, I think it's a couple things. First off, I think we all know diets don't work because we all know what we should be eating. We all know we should be at a gym or we should have some exercise routine, right? But if you don't really work out, why it is you're not staying consistent with the things you know you ought to do. If you aren't working out, why it is you're not going to the gym, you're not going to see any change, right? So it's helping a person get clarity on the factors, the patterns that are driving them away from what they really want, and also helping them define and decide what it is they're really after. I mean, what are the goals that are going to get them up early, keep them up late? Those are the things that we really look at. To Jeremy's point, truth is, I think, the most important factor in making progress in your life. I think that you want to identify issues as early and as quickly as possible before they become real monsters that occupy far more space. So all too often, we kind of get comfortable with not stating the obvious to ourselves and others. So part of the program, part of the process with me is getting comfortable admitting to yourself what's really going on. What are you really feeling that you're not wanting to deal with? And instead, you're turning to food, or you're turning to some other distraction that's keeping you from really growing, developing, and having the personal power everyone yearns for. So part of it's the mindset part. It's dealing with what's going on in your emotional ecosystem, so to speak. The other part is having a strategy, knowing what to do with food, what to do with exercise. So it's not a siloed approach with me. We work everything in, so you leave knowing exactly what's going to happen to go to the place you want to get to. And then you have the support, the accountability, the mentoring to get there.
Jeremy, after this whole process, how much better has your life been since starting coaching, starting with, Charles?
Yeah, there's been improvements in areas that I honestly didn't expect. And when we started, he gave me a roadmap, right? And he gave me if you follow this roadmap, it's the quickest point from A to B. What happened early on is I followed his direction, and we would meet, and he would, say, "Hey, you're doing great here. Give me correction there." And over time, I started to develop confidence that, I have what it takes to do this, to make this transformation. And I'd been missing that before. And that sort of confidence bled over into other areas of my life. Confidence in my job, confidence as a father, a husband, a member of my community. And those were some of the ancillary benefits that have came with this transformation process.
For sure. What would you say to someone who feels they've tried everything?
I think until you've met with somebody who really is an expert in the field, maybe you don't know everything that you think you know. Maybe you haven't turned over every stone. And there is a huge benefit to taking someone else's expertise, allowing them to critique your approach, and taking some humility and saying, "Hey, maybe I don't know all the ins and outs, and I would like some help." And Charles is a great tool, a great resource to make the change that you may be looking to make in your life.
For sure. Charles has helped thousands change their lives, and he can help you too. Give him a call at 314-495-3228 or visit charlesdangelo.com.